We've entered the podcast zone. Podcast zone.
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you just did that for my benefit.
Well, no, I did it for the benefit of all.
Oh.
It is time to create, though.
Okay. Well, let's write something.
It is very tiring. It's very tiring to think really hard for hours and hours on end.
On Thursday and Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing. It's like I wasn't complaining about it, but I definitely wanted to tell Brenna what was going on, and it sounds like such a stupid. It's such a stupid thing to complain about.
You weren't in a coal mine all day.
No, exactly. I was in a metaphorical coal mine, which is at root has to be considered better.
Yeah.
Right?
You were strip mining your own brain.
Yeah. My brain hole with all of its rich contents.
But we came up with some funny stuff, I think.
Oh, I think it's going to be a super cool project, and I hope that people enjoy it. But by the same token, yeah, it's a weird type of work because it's like, ultimately, if we were working on another type of project, it's like we would write a certain amount, and then we would execute a certain amount, and we would write a certain amount. But it's when you're in a situation like that where it's just like you need to come up with a million
ideas, right?
Right? It's very much like when I was doing the Precipice stuff where I just had like 5 spreadsheets
to fill with
full
text.
of blanks.
Yeah.
That I had to fill up with content.
Yeah.
Every now and then I'll go back and look at those. I'll go back and look at the dialogue trees.
Right.
And the like all the lists of items and creatures, but like everything in that game has a piece of descriptive text as well.
I remember that, yeah.
Every now and then I would go back and look at like 4 games worth of text.
Yeah. Yeah, I found that Precipice sketchbook this weekend. That was funny.
Do you have anything else? Is there anything else in there?
Or
was that the only real thing?
Precipice related or just... No, there's a ton of old stuff in there that I hadn't looked at for... Remember, it was called... I think we called it Purity. It was the CTS comic where there was an archer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was in there.
There was other... Oh, you mean the other pages?
There's like 5 pages of that in there, yeah.
I think we only released 1.
Maybe.
Yeah, because that was a Club PA thing, like a million years ago.
Yeah. There's just a bunch of old shit in there. Some old sand stuff, like the original sand.
Oh, wild. So ancient.
Ancient, yeah.
2009?
Well, some of that sand stuff was like 1997, 90, like...
Oh, so this box, it's like substrata?
Yeah, it goes way back. And all the original inks for like the first couple years of Penny Arcade were in there.
Oh, they were also in that kit?
Yeah.
I'm interested in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for a long time, it was all traditional stuff.
It was just binders full of it. This weekend, I played Overwatch, Bayonetta 2, and some Neverwinter.
What platform on Neverwinter?
Oh, PlayStation.
Okay, so the console version?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I played enough Bayonetta 2 to know that it was really good, and that I wanted to play it more. But it's like at that time, like the Wii U was basically like the family machine in the family room. So if I ever wanted to use it to do something like Bayonetta, like it would have to be like when everyone else was asleep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a family-friendly game.
No. It's pulpy and odd.
Yeah.
And weirdly funny.
Yeah, there's some genuinely
like
funny stuff.
Devilishly... I remember, I think it was in the original Bayonetta where there's like an evil daemon that for some reason loves...
Yeah.
Like, just thinks that she is suffering as a result of evil as well.
Just wants to help her.
Well, exactly. Like, the angels don't have any... Like, their whole psychology, like, their whole framework can't deal with this witch.
Yeah, their writing is still that great in the second one.
Yeah, I got to get some more. That might be fun. That might be a tender stream product.
Yeah.
Just because you can just get, once you get in the zone, and like you really get the witch time or whatever they call it. I think it's witch time.
It's called witch time, yeah.
Yeah. And her shoes are guns.
Or swords or whatever you fucking want them to be.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I played a ton of Rainbow, or I watched a ton of Rainbow Six. Like
esports?
Hours and hours and hours of it. I really enjoyed that tournament. Because they were also going to announce all that Chimera stuff. And so I wanted to make sure that I was there for that. Because I think that game, I think that like co-op content for that game could be really good. Even if, doing Left 4 Dead in R6 is a little bit outside the Clancy verse, I would say.
Oh, I guess so. Well, but it's based on like a biohazard.
Oh yeah. I mean, they did their best.
Yeah.
They did their best.
Yeah. No, I was thinking about this weekend when I was playing Overwatch. I was like, I love these characters and I love this gameplay, but that game needs a way to interact with those characters that is not PvP.
Oh yeah. See, this is why whenever they do those special temporary events like Chimera, you go nuts.
Is Chimera temporary?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like Sparrow Team Racing or whatever. Like
God damn it.
They've come upon this. I mean, I'm sure it'll come and go, but they've come upon this like model in these games for this like seasonal content.
I think that's smart. I wish that there was a way to do it more regularly. Like I wish it wasn't just coming.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know because I mean, basically, this operation is going to be until the next operation.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's gonna have to come back a couple times.
Yeah.
For my part, I'm just trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out what else they can do with it because honestly, I would love to see a campaign.
Yeah.
Like I would like to see not like Terrorist Hunt or any of that type of shit. I'd like to see a version of this that, because Siege was supposed to be the multiplayer part of a scripted
R6.
And I mean, now that they have 27 million players, and there's probably a lot of people for whom this would be like...
Give them a campaign.
We'll give them a campaign that's got rewards for the multiplayer.
Yeah.
Let us actually do all that breach and clear stuff. And
well, it's the same thing I want from Overwatch. Like, let me play a Reaper or a Tracer campaign, just a couple of her missions.
Yeah. Just historical.
Yeah.
Just and they did that once with Eichenwald, right?
Yeah, so they did that event, I can't remember what it was called, Uprising?
Yeah.
Where they went back and you got to play a cooperative. It was like, your team against Omnix.
Yes, but specific.
It was a story, yeah. It was Tracer's first mission.
Yeah, exactly. They should just go back and do chapters of that.
Yeah.
Because it's all gonna turn out right.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they go back and they make a new area and they theme it, or they make a new story and they make an area that goes along with that.
Yeah.
And themes and costumes and shit. Like it just supports the rest of the mission. Like it all goes to the right place. Man, did you see? I haven't looked up super deep on it.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been reading about the System Shock reboot?
No, I just read that they were in trouble, that they've decided to restructure their company.
Yeah.
It was a $1.3 million.
Yeah. A source familiar with the project, speaking on condition of anonymity, told Polygon that mission creep and unrealistic ambitions had eaten up the Kickstarter funds, something that Night Dive largely confirmed. I guess I thought it was a remake.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it. Boy, what do you do now if you gave money to that? Can you get your money back?
You could try. I mean, you could definitely ask for it.
Yeah.
But it's like, I mean...
They don't have the money to give you.
The CEO is like, he put the team on hiatus while they reassess their path so they can return to their vision. With a remake, I mean, obviously there's decisions to make, but feature-wise...
Yeah, I don't know how you get feature creep. I guess maybe they were trying to just polish.
Yeah, or update it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, certainly the content they put out looked good. Yeah, after the hiatus, development will begin again with some creators of the original demo likely returning to work on the project. When pressed for a timeline, he estimated the game's release at 18 to 24 months from now. Oh.
2 years?
God, I feel... Oof. Can you imagine?
Oof.
So you're going to work for 2 years, and the whole time people are mad?
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be...
Well, if he spent all the money, I don't understand how he's going to pay for another 2 years of development.
They may have to get a publisher or something.
Yeah.
Night Dive originally created its remake in the Unity engine, but switched to the Unreal Engine last year. Oh, shit.
Jesus, that's a huge difference in scale.
Oh, no. They announced the project in 2015, shortly after releasing an enhanced edition of System Shock. Oh, mistakes were made, but the company is determined to honor its Kickstarter commitments, using funds from sales of other classic games updated and re-released by the company. Okay, so they have that's where this started. So there is a monetary
they are making money
source. There we go. Yeah, the vision began to change. They moved from a remaster to a completely new game.
Oh, geez.
We strayed from the core concepts of the original title. Oh shit. Well, yeah. Oh no. Yeah, I feel bad. I mean, I get it. It sucks, and they could have done it a different way. But
Yeah.
I can also just that idea because you're going to be there typing and working on it, and you're going to be able to feel the anger.
Oh yeah.
At least I would.
People are going to be pissed at you for 2 years.
I feel the anger, and I didn't even do it.
Yeah.
Like I still feel bad for them.
You still got to go into work every day.
It's a fun job, but it's still a job.
Still a job. We got to make something hilarious.
Well, yeah, I know. I know this works, man. Let's see. We had talked about the cats and like how much shit they have.
Yeah.
When did we put that in here?
This weekend, we had to write a strip on Saturday.
No, I was gonna say. I mean, that's what I thought because I was like, man, this happened. That's actually happened to me this weekend, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, no, I typed that in direct relation to
Yeah.
having done it before. So the cat got hopped up on meds, like the dosage was fucked up or something.
Yeah.
And the cat was just having visions and it just shit everywhere, like 2 solid floors of the house.
What did you do? How'd you clean it up?
It took a very long time.
You didn't rent anything? You didn't go industrial?
Oh no, we have a rug shampooer.
Oh.
We figured this out a long time ago. Like it's a necessity.
Yeah.
These child beasts. And you're seeing Black Panther on Wednesday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There might be a strip after we've both seen it.
When are you seeing it?
What's that?
When are you going to see
I
it?
saw it yesterday.
Oh, you did? Okay.
No, we spent the whole weekend using a rug shampooer to suck piss and shit out of my house.
Yeah.
Like
you earned a little
well, yeah,
treat?
at about noon on Sunday, I just called a neighbor kid.
Yeah.
I was like, come be in my house. Make sure my children don't burn it down. Like, I have to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But just like, because you don't, that's not how you think the weekend is going to go.
No.
I do want to try Aegis Defenders too.
Okay.
That was good.
Yeah, I want to see it. I want to play some more War Tile too. I really liked that.
Did it work?
Yeah.
I got to spend some more quality time in there. Oh, but you got through the end of Star Trek too.
Yes. Did you?
I did.
Yeah.
So there may be a scenario there.
I thought that was a great season. I was a little put off initially by the, Terrans.
Well, the mirror universe.
The mirror universe stuff was a little weird, but they steered hard into it, and I bought it by the end.
Well, yeah, and then they kept delivering surprises.
Yeah.
Like on the way out. Again, like it's like they broke all kinds of rules, but it's like I can understand at a certain level, like why a person would be mad or they would feel like it wasn't their trek or something.
Right.
I totally understand that, but I think that by the end you can see that trek from here. I think that we came into this story, like this period of time, and this is not a good time. This isn't a good period of time for the Federation.
No, it's not.
Like just seeing them, it's like this is like all the ideals are being tested of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah, I don't want to either.
So I don't know if there's a way to do a strip that is about it but doesn't give anything away.
Yeah, it could be. I had a chance to talk to Kiko a little bit about it over the weekend too, which is good because he's been waiting for a long time. He saw it a while ago and he's been waiting for us to catch up so that we could have the. It's like when we used to. He used to come in after we were playing Mass Effect. Remember?
Yep.
It's like he was like the Mass Effect friend.
Right.
So he would come in and we would all talk about how we had done different shit.
What did you choose?
Yeah, there was a good comic about that. There's a good comic about that in the archive. It's like one of us ended up becoming like mostly a bird.
Yeah.
It's like if they have a beak or something.
That was the choice path or whatever that I went down. Is your shepherd mostly a bird?
Yeah, so what the fuck did you do? It's like when did that bird choice? You go to the fucking Aviist, the bird world.
Yeah, to me, I'm thinking about Star Trek Discovery, and I'm thinking about esports because we're both watching esports.
Yes,
and I was definitely, as I was watching the Overwatch stuff, I was thinking like, this is something I could groom my child to do.
What do you mean? Oh, absolutely. Oh yeah, you could get that cash.
Absolutely,
you get that regimen.
If I took him out of school and just made him play Overwatch, 8 or 9 hours a day, which he would probably be willing to do.
Right.
I could tune him into an esports legend.
Well, yeah, it's like, I mean, are you being a bad dad by requiring that they go to school?
In a lot of ways, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Noah would say yes.
Yeah. I bet he would.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's an angle there.
Yeah, man,
And
I
it's
didn't like sports, and so I couldn't imagine myself grooming my child to be some sort of sports.
Yeah, but now
hero.
that sports, now that there are sports I actually give a shit about.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, that it is. It's like finally, it's like now you understand like your own father,
Right.
and it's like,
Oh, I
like,
get it.
It's like now I understand. It's like I never understood it. It's like now I understand. They are extensions of me, and
and I will live through them.
just all that was required was for the world to change in such a way,
Yeah.
To lionize your fetishes.
Well, yeah, that it valued my skills.
Well, an area of knowledge.
Right.
Yeah, God, no. Who is more fun to give this information out?
Tycho or Gabe?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's probably
Tycho's
just because of the words.
Yeah.
It's like when I was, when I was a kid, and my parents were trying to make me throw balls and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm never gonna make my child do this, and I've maintained that.
And I haven't.
My dumb parents.
Made me throw a ball around.
Yeah, I'd never. My own kids down that path.
And I never understood my father. I never understood why my dad wanted me to be a pitcher or whatever. That's a major league baseball player. But now that esports are a thing, I get it.
Yeah, I completely get it. I am completely on board.
I'm completely on board. Someday I will see my son on that stage, and his victories will be my own.
That's when I understood it. He is an extension of me, and I will live through him.
I will live through him.
That's when it clicked.
The crowd will be chanting his name. But yes, if it's like if it's all for him.
Yeah. My children are extensions of me, and I will claim their victories as my own.
Claim their victories as my own.
But now that esports are a thing, I completely get it.
You think your kid's good enough for that? He will be after I take him out of school.
Is he? I mean, has he shown any kind of talent in this arena?
I've taken the bold steps of removing him from school.
No, he will be once I is better. Because I'm just having the realization now, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, is he? I mean, are they like? Are they good at games?
Are they good at games?
They will. Yeah.
They will be. Shit. So I was thinking about you like training them and everything, and it made me think. Did you see the fucking poster for Creed 2?
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that got me real excited. That got me really excited.
Creed is one of my favorite movies. Ryan does not like it.
Oh, really?
He's from Philly. I think they have a weird relationship with Rocky.
Oh, okay.
Right, and it's fine. I get it. I mean, he's entitled to that. It's his shit. But I've seen Creed a bunch of times. I love that movie.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
I think it kicks ass.
It does.
And that just like taking that lineage, like that one next step, and then like.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, in the movie at least, Rocky doesn't want to do it.
Right.
And he really, and that is basically more or less maintained.
Yeah.
Even most of the time, it's dangerous. He knows what he's doing, right?
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to.
But he also knows that he's very good at it, and it's really all he can do.
Exactly. It's like he can't afford not to do it.
Right.
Someone else would do it worse.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. Like Dolph Lundgren. Especially right
Drago.
now. Well, especially right now when it's like
the Russians. Like, could
Russians?
it be a better time?
No, it's fucking crazy.
He's gotta fight the Russians
How do we get
again?
back to this shit?
Yeah.
God damn it! It's like, you know what I mean? It's like 30 fucking years
later, and we're still
fucking.
But it's so cyclical, right? Like, it's just the perfect timing.
Oh no, exactly. Like they must be laughing their asses off.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fucking amazing.
I mean, I remember watching that movie and being scared of the Russians. Like,
oh yeah. I never saw any Rocky movies until I was an adult. So
oh, okay.
I didn't see it back then.
Yeah.
Once I take them out of school, and what's the second part of the regimen?
Yeah, I was trying to think of the wording on that.
Yeah.
Force feed them games 9 hours a day. Force them to play R6 against each other 10 hours a day. To take them out of school to begin their training. I mean, you could keep it kind of quick.
Yeah, exactly.
To focus on their training.
Yes, to become their coach or something like that.
Yeah,
Right?
I wanted to get that idea that he would be the coach too, right? Like,
Yes, are you any good at it? Can yell very loud.
yeah,
Because he's not equipped to coach them either,
yeah,
right? Yeah. And bathe them in off-label stimulants. That's why it has to be Tycho.
yeah.
I like it.
Okay.
Woo!
Oh, when I cast the pot, it's like I cast the rod, keeping it hard like a motherfucker gas robot.
I'm reeling cod, today's fresh catch. I mean a podcast, something about nets.
Yes, it gets better when it's winter. I'm fettered by my fish gear, catch and release, get in that crease when my fish near.
Talk about a plant best laid off that stray. And yes, I crave that tuna with his peck fin splayed. But while I'm glistening from the whole sea, you better listen into TLC.
I got that wild caught salmon. It's tender and it's moist.
Downloadable content, a podcast of choice.